How did a box of crayons win me full custody of my son? For about a month, my 6-year-old Theo had stopped being Theo. This is a kid who used to narrate his entire day at full volume. Suddenly, he was silent at dinner, flinching when cabinets closed, following me from room to room like he was afraid I'd evaporate. When I asked my wife, Marissa, about it, she rolled her eyes. He's 6. They go through phases. Stop making everything a crisis. But my gut wouldn't let it go. One night at bedtime, I asked him straight out, "Buddy, does anything happen when Daddy's at work that I should know about?" He went rigid, completely still like a rabbit. Then Marissa was suddenly in the doorway saying I was putting ideas in his head, and she took him downstairs. I stood in his room staring at his dinosaur nightlight, knowing something was wrong and having absolutely nothing to point to. The break came by accident. I work early shifts, so Saturday mornings are ours. Theo loves drawing. We'll sit at the kitchen table with his crayon bin for an hour. That Saturday, he drew our house. Normal kid stuff. Square, triangle roof, sun in the corner. But he drew himself inside a small room, alone, and drew the door with a big black scribble on it. "What's that on the door, bud?" "The lock," he said, not looking up. "For when I'm bad at lunchtime. There is no lock on any door in my house." My blood went cold, but I'd learned from the bedtime disaster. If I reacted big, he'd shut down. So I just said, and kept coloring. That's when I understood. He couldn't say it, but he could draw it. So drawing time became every day. While Marissa was on her phone or out, Theo and I colored, and I kept my voice bored and easy, and I photographed every page with timestamps and wrote down his exact words in my notes app, hands shaking under the table. Day 2, he drew himself with a huge red spiral for a mouth. "That's me crying," he said. "I'm not allowed to. Crying means no dinner." I had come home twice that month to Marissa saying Theo wasn't hungry tonight. I'd believed her. I had to go run the faucet in the bathroom so he wouldn't see my face. Day 4, he drew 3 people in the house. Him, Mommy, and a tall figure in a green hat. "Who's this?" "Mommy's friend Derek. He comes when you go to work." Theo pressed the crayon down hard. "He calls me the mistake." Mommy laughs. He drew Derek's shoes by my side of the bed. I want to be honest about what that week was like, because people ask how I stayed quiet. I didn't stay quiet because I was calm. I stayed quiet because a lawyer I called from my parked car after day 2 told me exactly what to do. Document everything, change nothing, do not confront her, do not coach him. One leading question could poison all of it. So I smiled at breakfast and said, "Long day, huh?" At dinner, and slept next to her and felt like I was rotting from the inside. Day 6 gave me the last piece. Theo drew himself with a zipper for a mouth. "Mommy says if I tell you stuff, the police take Daddy's away. Is that true?" "No, buddy," I said. "That is not true." My lawyer filed an emergency petition the next morning. We had the drawings, my time-stamped notes, the pediatrician's report. Theo had lost 4 pounds, and it turned out our neighbor's doorbell camera, which showed Derek's truck in my driveway 40 minutes after I left. Every single workday, for months. The hearing is mostly a blur. Marissa arrived looking like a catalog mother and cried on cue. Then the judge spoke with Theo privately, with a child specialist, and my son, my quiet, flinching boy, brought his crayon box in with him. He asked if he could draw it instead of say it. He drew it. Emergency full custody. Supervised visitation only, which Marissa has attended twice in a year. Derek turned out to have a record she knew about. That's now someone else's court case. Last month, Theo drew our house again. Square, triangle roof, sun in the corner. Him and me, giant heads, stick arms, no locks anywhere. He narrated his whole day at dinner tonight, full volume. I let him talk until the food went cold.